Ryan McHugh, born 11 April 1994, is an Irish Gaelic footballer who plays for Silchartha and the Donegal county team. He is the brother of Mark and the son of Martin, a former county minor. McHugh propelled himself onto the national stage in 2014 with a 2-2 blitz of reigning All-Ireland champions Dublin in their live televised semi-final meeting at Croke Park. McHugh was reared in Bavin, in southwest Donegal. He is the son of Patrice and the brother of Rachel. He is also the son of Martin, the BBC television analyst and 1992 All-Ireland Senior Football Championship winner. His son Mark, Ryan's older brother, is also an All-Ireland SFC winner with Donegal. Ryan McHugh's uncle James also played in the 1992 All-Ireland final and received an All-Star in 1992. His cousin Erin is James's son. With his club Silchartha, McHugh won the 2012 Donegal Minor Football Championship as team captain. He scored 1 point in the final. He also won the 2017 Donegal Senior Football Championship, scoring a point in the final. It was the first time his club had won the title in 24 years, having been defeated by Glenswilly at the same stage the previous year. McHugh won an All-Ireland Vocational Schools Championship and captained the 2012 Donegal minor team. He played in the under-21 team that lost to Cavan in the 2013 Ulster final, though had been troubled by a calf injury beforehand. He also played on the under-21 team that lost to Cavan in the 2014 Ulster final. He played in the 2015 Ulster Under-21 Football Championship final loss to Tyrone. Jim McGuinness drafted McHugh into his senior squad ahead of the 2013 season, with Donegal the defending All-Ireland champions. Colm Keys of the Irish Independent named him as the third of his 10 young guns aiming to fire in the league ahead of the 2013 National Football League. McHugh made his senior competitive debut in a home game against Down in the 2013 National Football League on 9 February 2013. He made his senior championship debut against Down as well later that year in June. Photographs of him appeared in the media the following day. McHugh won his first Ulster Senior Football Championship in 2014, scoring 1 point as Donegal defeated Monaghan in the final. McHugh propelled himself onto the national stage with a 2-2 blitz of All-Ireland champions Dublin in the 2014 semi-final meeting at Croke Park on 31 August. Man of the match in that game, McHugh described himself as fortunate to have scored his 2 goals. His brother Mark left him to the bus that morning, then sat by and watched as became a household name in one afternoon. Donegal qualified for the 2014 All-Ireland Senior Football Championship final but lost to Kerry by a single score, with Colm McFadden striking the goalpost to the left of goalkeeper Brian Kelly in the 3rd minute of stoppage time. In October 2014, McHugh was named as that year's All-Stars Young Footballer of the Year. Under the management of McGuinness's Rory Gallagher, McHugh started the opening fixture of the 2015 National Football League at home to Derry. He also started the next game against Dublin at Croke Park, the 3rd fixture against Cork in Ballyshannon, and the 4th fixture against Monaghan. He started the 5th fixture against Kerry at Austin Stack Park and scored a goal. He started the 6th fixture against Tyrone and scored 1-1. He also started the 7th fixture against Mayo. Donegal qualified for the NFL semi-final. McHugh also started and completed this game but was held scoreless. McHugh started the 2015 Ulster Senior Football Championship final. He had previously started the preliminary round against Tyrone, the quarter-final against Omagh and the semi-final against Derry. McHugh scored an important goal in the 2015 All-Ireland Senior Football Championship qualifier defeat of Galway at Croke Park and started the next game against Mayo at the same venue. McHugh started the opening fixture of the 2016 National Football League away to Down and scored 2-0. He then started the 2nd fixture against Cork, a 10-point win in Ballyshannon. He started the 3rd fixture against Mayo and scored 0-2. He started the 4th fixture, away to Kerry at Austin Stack Park. He started the 5th fixture against Roscommon and scored 0-1. He also started the 6th and 7th fixtures, away to Dublin at Croke Park and Monaghan in Castleblaney respectively. Donegal qualified for the NFL semi-final. McHugh started this game too. McHugh started the 2016 Ulster Senior Football Championship final, scoring 0-3. He had previously started the quarter-final against Fermanagh, the semi-final against Monaghan, and the semi-final replay against the same opposition. McHugh scored 0-3 in the 2016 All-Ireland Senior Football Championship qualifier defeat of Cork at Croke Park. He then scored yet another goal against reigning All-Ireland SFC champions Dublin in the next game, at the same venue. His performances during the 2016 season earned him an All-Star, the county's 32nd. McHugh started the opening fixture of the 2017 National Football League against Kerry and scored 0-1. He then started the second fixture away to Roscommon. He scored another goal against Dublin in the third round of fixtures. He started the fourth fixture against Cavan and scored 0-1. He started the fifth fixture against Tyrone and scored 0-2. He also started the sixth fixture against Monaghan. McHugh started the 2017 Ulster Senior Football Championship quarter-final victory against Antrim. He then started the qualifier loss to Galway at Markievicz Park. Under the management of Declan Bonner, McHugh started for Donegal in the opening fixture of the 2018 National Football League against Kerry and Killarney. He scored a point in the next game against Galway. He scored 0-3 in the third game against Dublin and 1-2 in the fourth game against Kildare. He started against Tyrone and Monaghan in the fifth and sixth games, though was not part of the seventh game against Mayo. McHugh started the final and scored a goal as Donegal secured the 2018 Ulster Senior Football Championship. He had previously started the preliminary round against Cavan, scoring a goal, the quarter-final against Derry scoring 0-2, and the semi-final against Down again scoring 0-2. On 26 September 2018, however, it was announced that McHugh had accepted medical advice and would be sidelined for the remainder of the year due to concussion. His injury came while playing for his club in a challenge match against Dublin champions St Vincent's in Cavan in late August 2018. He received a blow to the head during that match. Concussion had also caused McHugh to spend 6 weeks on the sideline following a 2018 National Football League game against Kildare or Tyrone, depending on which report you read earlier that year. The injury meant he could take no part in the 2018 Donegal Senior Football Championship, of which his club were the defending champions. News which was worsened when taken in the context of the earlier loss of McHugh's club and county teammate Patrick McBrearty to a cruciate ligament injury. McHugh won a second All-Star at the end of the season. This remarkable achievement was further contextualised when McHugh later revealed he had suffered a slight bleed in his brain and 2 concussions in 7 months during that season. McHugh started against Clare in the opening fixture of the 2019 National Football League in Annís. He also started the next fixtures against Meath, Tipperary, Fermanagh and Armagh. He started and scored 2 points in the 6th fixture against Cork. He started the 7th fixture against Kildare and scored 3 points. Donegal qualified for the National Football League Division 2 final, and McHugh started the game as Donegal defeated Meath to win the title. McHugh won his third Ulster SFC in 2019, scoring 1 point as Donegal defeated Cavan in the final. He had previously started the quarter-final against Fermanagh and the semi-final against Tyrone, scoring 0-1 in the latter game. McHugh started each of Donegal's first 5 fixtures of the 2020 National Football League against Mayo, Meath, Galway, Dublin and Monaghan. Though he scored only once, McHugh started and completed that opening victory against Tyrone, though he did not score. He also started the semi-final victory against Armagh, scoring 2 points. McHugh made his 100th appearance for Donegal against Cavan in the 2020 Ulster SFC final. He scored a point in what proved to be the season's concluding game for his team. McHugh started in the half-back line in each of Donegal's 4 fixtures of the 2021 National Football League against Tyrone, Monaghan, Armagh and Dublin, completing all 4 and scoring a point against Armagh. In the 2021 Ulster Senior Football Championship, he started each of Donegal's 3 fixtures and scored 4 points against Down in the opening round, but was held scoreless against Derry in the quarter-final and against Tyrone in the semi-final. McHugh started each of Donegal's fixtures of the 2022 National Football League against Mayo, Kildare, Kerry, Tyrone, Monaghan, Dublin and Armagh. He scored a point against Mayo, followed by a goal and a point in the second fixture against Kildare. He did not score in the third fixture, away to Kerry. He scored a point against Tyrone in the fourth fixture but failed to score again in the next game, a loss to Monaghan. He then scored a point away to Dublin in the penultimate fixture before being held scoreless in the win against Armagh at O'Donnell Park. In the 2022 Ulster Senior Football Championship, McHugh started each of Donegal's 3 fixtures but was held scoreless in 2 of them, the quarter-final against Armagh and the semi-final against Cavan. He scored 1 point in the final against Derry, but his team lost that game after extra time. He also started the 2022 All-Ireland Senior Football Championship qualifier loss to Armagh, scoring a point. McHugh's footballing intelligence is equivalent to that of Peter Canavan, and his instincts are similar to Maurice Fitzgerald. He is possessed of a low centre of gravity and a slight physical frame, with an excellent positional sense. He dips his shoulders to set off on a run. Over 30 metres he can accelerate his pace. His mannerisms and temperament are more similar to his father than the other McHughs. Though he plays in the half-back line, he is often a goal scorer. McHugh has been likened to a child of school-going age. You'd think he had just stepped off a school bus. Benny Tierney, the GAA pundit, once said. His former county manager Jim McGuinness has suggested even when the big hits are going in, Ryan has the ability to summon that little shimmy that helps to take him past defenders and allows him to set up colleagues. Cyron Kilkenny is another admirer. McHugh, though from a football family, often used to play a bit of soccer with St Catherine's as a distraction. A scout for the professional English League side Reading spotted him at the age of 16, and McHugh was invited to England for a trial. However, after playing several games, McHugh decided he would prefer to return to football, so off he went. Back home, that Reading team, then managed by Brian McDermott, were 1 year away from promotion to the Premier League. In 2016, Ryan appeared in a street Gaelic football film created by Pale Star with Kieran Hughes Monaghan, Richie Donnelly, Tyrone and Niall McKeeve Antrim. The film was shot at Belfast's Titanic Quarter. As of 2020, Ryan McHugh was working at Ocean Knowledge, a fertiliser company in Kilcar. Ocean Knowledge employs him in the role of business development manager. His cousin Erin also works there. The McHugh cousins often play golf together. As of 2021, McHugh was sharing an apartment with his partner Bridget Molloy. He has had a girlfriend since at least 2016. He has supported Arsenal since childhood.